Conventional energy. What is conventional energy? Conventional energy sources include oil, gas, and coal. These conventional sources are usually found in the ground. They're called fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are the remains of plants and animals from millions of years ago that have been squished down into the earth. And we dig them up and we use them to fuel our cars. Dead animals, plants, and dead things. Their use leads to greenhouse gas emissions and other environmental damage. But you might be saying, what does this mean? And why should I care? In this video, we will show you what that means and why you should care. Before we begin, let me explain a little bit about solar, wind, and geothermal energy. Geothermal energy is used by the heat that the earth generates to power electricity plants and buildings. There is also use of solar energy by solar panels that collect the sun's heat rays, and wind energy that comes from the turbines out in the Great Plains. That is a lot of energy. Enjoy the video.
First off, conventional energy can be expensive, dangerous, and can pollute the environment by emitting greenhouse gases. Very bad. Another thing is, we're running out of fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are limited, and they are getting more expensive. The reason is because we are wasting all of it, since, it's limited. Like I said before, conventional energy can be dangerous and pollute, The release of hazardous chemicals from fossil fuel combustion cause unknown quantities of people to be diagnosed with ailments such as heart disease, cancer, respiratory disease, and developmental impairments. The people, Some of these toxins that are released include nitrogen, oxides of sulfur, and fine particulates that cannot be filtered. That's really bad, right? Really bad. Fossil fuels are thought to be responsible for the premature deaths of approximately 25,000 Americans a year. That's a lot. Another thing, coal is dirty, it's disgusting, it's filthy. Just look how China ended up. Nuclear energy is not a good idea either. Here's some examples. 3 Mile Island in March 28th, 1979, it had a partial meltdown. Chernobyl disaster occurred on April 26, 1986. It exploded and sent radioactive particles into the atmosphere. This is not good news. This is bad news. This can send to people to hospitals and die and get sick, But that's still bad, really bad. Another incident is Fukushima Daiichi nuclear disaster. March 11th in 2011, it had a meltdown on 3 of their 6 nuclear reactors.
Many people take conventional energy as a very non-serious cause of events in our world, but they don't see that many of these events do correlate with the use of conventional energy and the overuse of it. All throughout time, we've been using conventional energy, such as coal. That goes back to the medieval ages, and we also have oil, and now natural gas is the most clean and efficient fuel that we use. But what people don't understand is that the power that comes with these fuels, because of the diminishing of it, the worth of it starts going up and up and up, just like property value. It goes up and up and up. But these events, they lead to major things such as wars. Before we used to fight wars for land, now we fight wars for fuel. It's time to move on and stop using conventional energy when we have options such as solar panels, solar energy. When we have options such as geothermal energy, other options such as wind turbines to generate electricity, and dams. Some of them do cause harm to the environment, but not as much harm as the pollution that's currently happening with natural gas and oil that we leak into the environment. Our ships during times of war will get sunk, and the oil will get out into the ocean and to the environment. It will harm. Many argue that nuclear reactors will do just the same or more, but they have to understand that nuclear reactors are the future, and as long as scientists exist and they keep furthering the research, there will be safer ways of harnessing energy. We are running out of time. We're running out of fuel. We will need it. We will need to get everything back in the air, transportation, everything. Chaos will happen if we don't have these fuels. I had to pick one of the many options that we have left for a renewable source of energy. I would have to pick nuclear energy because it is the most efficient. Right now there are many dangerous things, and many reactors have gone and blown up, overheated like Chernobyl, but it's a standpoint that there are new ways that are being developed to have safer nuclear reactors through the use of uranium-238, which only uses a small percentile of U-235. And for nuclear waste, new ways have been established for getting rid of it instead of just dumping it under a mountain, such as pyrometallurgical processing. It is a high-temperature method of recycling reactor waste into fuel, and advanced fast neutron reactors capable of burning that fuel. And like I said before, scientists will research and new methods will be found. The future looks bright with nuclear energy because it is able to create such a huge amount of energy without causing much harm